Chill. MillionView, perfect the life vision. I got a million views. Different views, I'm perfecting life vision. All 10 toes got me traveling off the pivot. Taking shots in the full to the roof of the building. Abiding by the rule, the temp high, I'm a metal skillet. I'ma make it, veins too real, don't do no faking. Born too many skills to not be building. Skyscrapers from the hood, too many kills can get you years, the strikes major. Mind gravitating the mills, I'm bag chasing. Barbecue family meals that's congregating. Barbershop black on business, the way to make it. Practice more love than violence, the rule of nation. Big bang, put your kids on wealth engraving. Sky the limit, we taking spaceships. Everything they skip.
Yo, what up, MillionViewzPodcast, man? I'm your host, Wilson Mills. We back at it. Today is a special day. Got my homie coming through. He done made a lap around the sun and he about to bless it with some more music. You heard me? Let me bring him on right now. The homie Paco. Paco Troxclair. What's up, fam?
What's happening, man? How you, man?
Man, I'm good, brother. How's it been going?
Good, bro. Good, man. Everything good, man. How you, man?
Oh, man, I ain't gonna complain about nothing, bro. First of all, bro, congratulations on another lap around the sun, you heard me?
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You doing all right for a young man. You've been putting in a lot of work, bro. You've been down for a minute, dog. First of all, dog, the production on this thing is fire, dog. Who on the go ahead, give them their flowers now, dog. Who that is on the production? I know it's only two that's outside of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. On this is my homie Swerve Music, man. I gotta really shout him out because my dog just the most humble person, man. So I really be wanting him to get his flowers. Swerve Music, man.
Swerve Music, salute to him.
Yeah, Swerve. My partner Zella from flight school, they kind of had like their thing. They kind of made some noise. Zella made one of them, but me and Swerve, for the most part, you know, we put this together, man. So shout out my dog Swerve. Salute
to Swerve on this one. Like I said, bro, I sent you that in the text, bro. The production on that thing was fire, dog. The project PREVAIL, you know what I'm saying? It debuted today. It came out today on all DSPs. You know what I'm saying? 8 tracks. Like I said, 8 tracks of fire. You know, what was the inspiration behind this project? I know the type of artist you are, so I know you had to, you know, have some type of inspiration behind the music. So what was it?
A lot of times when I would be doing shows or doing music, I realized I was having a lot of fun on stage and people saw me like always in a good space. And I think the reason that is because no matter what I go through, I always keep myself upbeat, no matter what I'm dealing with. So PREVAIL was like more so of almost like a mantra. It's the way I live, and I don't never really hold my head down, no matter what I'm dealing with. You probably never know because, you know, I'm never somebody gonna be like crying or like, you know, complaining much. So it was just a way I think, the way I live. So I was like, let me open up and tell people some of my backstory and some of the things I experienced, so they can understand that it ain't always all good, but we just dancing in the rain a little bit.
Facts. So this one of those growth projects. This one of those projects where you really displaying a different, like you said, a different aspect, a different look of Paco.
Yeah. I remember one time, man, I had I don't know what I was doing, man, but somebody was saying, you know, Paco's makes very good bops, and I took that almost a little offended by. I was like, you know, I mean, of course we try to make good songs. We want to make good vibes at times, I guess, but I mean, I did it all. You know, I was like, I haven't shown a lot of that because I suppose we were trying to make songs we thought that could work. The songs that we made that were in depth, we didn't put out. We just kind of went for like songs we kind of felt the vibe with. So I wanted to put more of like what I do, and it's who I am.
Right. You want to show them the more dynamic side of Paco, and not just for them to. You don't want to be perceived as one-dimensional, is what you're trying to say.
I think sometimes I'm just you see what you see on the surface, but if you like, you know, you wouldn't know certain things about me unless I
correct
talked about it. So it's more so like going underneath the surface and kind of telling you some of that, you know.
All right, so just bringing your fan base deeper into Paco, who Paco is.
Yeah, that's the best way I can say it. Yep, that's the best way I can say it. Yep.
I'm sounding real clear on the other end.
Yeah, I hear you clear.
All right, I'm getting the echo in the studio. All right, let's get into the track list a little bit, bro.
Yep.
For all y'all, was that the, intro, or you just went straight into the body?
I don't like to label it so much, I guess. I just done what felt right, I guess. And I guess we went straight into the body. It was like, when I was making...
Let me ask you this. Sorry to cut you off. Let me ask you this though. When you recorded for all y'all, did you record it with it being the first track of the project in mind, or it just came that way?
I just came that way.
That's crazy.
And I'm not an artist who very, very deliberate about what I'm gonna do. I have ideas, but I don't know what the producer gonna play that might, spark me to go another direction.
Right.
I remember I was making for all y'all, and I wasn't really that I was just doing what I do and just doing it. And I remember when I walked out the studio and I went to the next room over and I heard it playing loud, it made me like listen to it differently because I heard it from afar, and I was like listening to it. I'm like, man, that sounds strong. So it wasn't intentional. It just happened. I'm gonna say it just happened. Yeah.
You was present when he did that sample?
He just cut the beat off for me.
Man. So am I supposed to let them know who that is on that sample, or should we just let them discover that for themselves, bro? Cause that was a way to start that, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that was the perfect start to the project, brother.
That's tough.
It came to your mind, or y'all had a production meeting, or whose idea was it? Okay, man, this got to be the first. This got to be the opener right here. I
just wanted it first when I did it.
After you did that and heard the playback, you knew for sure this needed to go first.
Yeah, a part of my mind is like it's gonna grab your attention early. It's like in your face. It was like, yeah,
definitely set the tone.
Yeah, that's what it was about. Yeah.
I'm a dog featuring Dooley Wop.
Yeah.
You make a reference. I'm assuming this. You make a reference to Tunchi, so to speak, with the bars a little bit. Was that just some NO stuff, or was that a salute to Tune, or how that went?
It's definitely a salute to him. That was when he was at his height. I mean, he had a lot of heights, but that's when he was like rapping. So I mean, I was
raw. Yeah, I call that the raw Weezy right there.
Yeah, but he was just rapping.
He was in a that's the mixtape Weezy right there.
Yeah, and that
just go ahead.
It just came to me when we were doing it. It wasn't. It just hit me when I was writing it.
It felt right.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, that track, everything about your music is like, word this correctly, it's New Orleans. Like it's flavorful, bro.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm serious, bro. Like I said that it's 8 tracks. I wish it would have been more. You know what I'm saying? It's 8 tracks, and before I knew it, I had to listen to the whole thing about 4 times.
Crazy.
Feel me? That's why when I shot you that, I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's refreshing in this day and time, because some of the hottest music out is not really the type of time that we be on.
Yeah,
it's hot music.
Yeah,
can't knock it. Like these cats, they dropping some hot shit, but this is refreshing because it reminds me of hip hop. It reminds me of, you know what I'm saying? Like I sat there and just really vibe to that 4 times straight without touching it, without skipping a song, without, you know what I'm saying? I was just ready to talk about this joint once I really got into it. You know what I'm saying? Let me move a little bit forward. I don't want to take up all your time, though. Like, Lord help us.
Yeah.
Go a little bit in depth on that track right there.
Yeah, I was, I would always, people don't know a lot about me, once again, like on a personal level. Like, I talk about it a lot. So unless you know me, you probably wouldn't know. So I know I was going to intentionally tell them the story about how I came up and how my daddy was killed, and how I was going to talk about how really all the things we leaned on coming up to really prevail. So it was just religion, you know, it just was about religion, and about when my pop wasn't here, we relied on religion. That's what Mama pointed us toward. I was thinking about, like, we came up, man, that's really, if I didn't know the answer to something, Mama was like, you know, give it to the Lord. It's like, Lord help us. So it was just
Real talk.
talking about that aspect of came up.
Before I ask you about the song, let's get into Schoolboy a little bit. Who was Schoolboy? For people like myself who don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Schoolboy, my daddy was Schoolboy. They called him Big Bay, or they called him Schoolboy.
Okay.
My daddy was killed in '94. When I always hear like the infamous, you know, people talking about '94. They talk about 24 people killed in '94. My daddy was one. Right. And I wanted to tell that story. My daddy was hustling. He was, you know, probably doing well young. So, I don't know all the details, but I know it was '94, and I know I was a baby at the time. So,
sure.
Yeah. So, and I think as I grew up, my cousins texted me today. She was like, "Man, that song really hit. I never knew you even felt anything about that." But I didn't feel it till I grew up, because when you're young, you just like, you got family, I love you, you don't think about it. But when you want to do certain things and you want to be ambitious,
right,
no one to give you direction. That's why I said at least they gave me affection, because I wouldn't know what to turn, but I know my family was like very loving and had my back, but they don't know the answer sometimes. So it's like,
correct.
You know, back to not having my pop or religion. I was just looking for things to get to the next level. Like, we're always looking for it, but it's like, what do you turn? You know?
Right, for that, like you say, for that guidance.
Yeah, especially when it comes to ambition and like making some money or taking care of your family or whatever, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I lost my pops at 30, and like for a minute, I was feeling real messed up about how hard I was breathing. Like, you know, that sounds stupid. It's my dad, but like, you know, I had him my whole life. I had him through adulthood, and you know, I had a good pops, dog. Like, he was a real good father, past providing, but just, you know, a good example to see. You know what I'm saying? So when it got to a point where shit, like, I'm starting businesses, I'm, you know, moving into a home, this and that, like, you know, I wanted to rap with him about that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get that direction from him, whether it was a mistake he made or whether it was, you know what I'm saying? And I could feel you 100% on that, because like, we have triumphant moments and shit like that we be wanting to probably share with Pop, you know, and that's just not there, though. So like how young was he when he passed?
I don't know how old my daddy was. I mean, he probably was like early 30s.
Real young man.
Early 30s, yeah.
See, my pops died, he was, 60, 2015, he was 63, right?
Yeah.
You know, and somebody had to remind me, like, man, he was a young man. And I wasn't thinking about it like that, you know, because we don't think like that. Like, I was talking to a kid the other day, I ain't gonna expose no name or nothing like that. And they was like, they didn't expect to live past 16.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking to a dude younger than 25 talking about he didn't expect to make it this far. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You there, Paco? We lost the homie for a second. We lost the homie for a second. Try to get him a second. Get back. Yo, checking the comments. Whoa, big ramp. back in.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah.
What's up with your friend? You back, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I ain't want to get off too far into my story though. But like, I just wanted to relate to what you were saying, and like, they got young cats who like, you know, who never really put the thought or the effort or the time into even looking towards their future because they didn't see one. So when you do get to a certain point in life and you having you know, chances to make certain moves, and damn, you run into like, you know, it feel like a brick wall in front of you. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that guidance. We don't have that. So how do you work through that?
Man, I think about it a lot. I read a lot. I try to. I mean, I'm just a fighter. I just try to dig, you know. But I don't know how. I just know that I'm just going. I don't know how. You know, I'll try all kind of stuff to get to what I want.
Schoolboy son.
Yeah.
I mean, we know where your mind at when you make the song, but what's the message that you want somebody to take from it?
I think more than anything, I would say we just don't have direction, man. So we just always nobody's bad, and most people are not bad. We don't know where to turn, and
right.
And if it wasn't for, I always had a very long-term thought process. So yeah. So I was saying, you hear me?
I'm here, bro.
I guess when I'm making a song, I'm thinking about a lot of us don't know where to turn. It's just the way of I guess understanding that if we had some guidance and some direction, we could do a lot of things. But sometimes if we don't know where to turn, we get into all kind of stuff because the misery of being stagnant hurts more than go and try to do something. But being stagnant that could be the worst pain.
Put the StreamYard link in the comments, bro, in case anybody want to holler at Paco personally, dog. Shoot him, you know, happy birthday wish or whatever the case may be. What's your favorite track? What was your favorite song to either to perform, like performance wise, or your favorite one that you know, production process wise? Like, what's your favorite?
No, I
That's a hard question for every artist. I already know.
You know, because my favorite one usually would be the last one I did. With that being said, my favorite one right now is For All Y'all at the moment.
For All Y'all, that bitch tough.
Yeah, that's my favorite one at the moment.
See that Jex though?
Yeah.
Jex.
Yeah.
Jex, right. My favorite, I ain't gonna lie to you, my favorite on there, I know I keep cutting you off. My favorite on there is Joyride 2. I feel like that's the most complete one on there. And that's just me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's basically like, you know, it's really one for the females. You know what I'm saying? But that's some riding shit. I ride.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so like that's, you know, that's who I'm with. If I ain't Dolo, I'm with my, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I dig that one, bro.
I feel that one, Mills, because guess what? That was the song that I said we put on the project. Like, I love that song when we did it. I was like, and we used it for sure. And I remember that was the song that I was the hypest about. Like, people wasn't as hype around me about that. I felt about that. Hey, but when I did that song and I was playing it, I was like, man, I love how that song felt. And I'm like, I ride. I drive places with no destination sometimes. I just get in the car and I don't know where it's my turn, but I'm going to just go with how I feel. I'm going to just ride. So
that's why I do most of my brainstorming.
Yeah.
I do a lot of thinking like that. And you placed it perfectly, you know what I'm saying, in the track list, because you didn't put it too early. You know what I'm saying? Like the track, this is how I know you're spiritually connected, bro. The track list is perfect. Like the way the song's broken down, is perfect. It flow like a little movie or a good. You know what I'm saying? Like it flow, bro. And like that's what I look for in music for real. Like I ain't just, that's what I look for in music. Like that's why I still listen to Jigga. That's why I still listen to Nas, Jadakiss, this one, because like for whatever reason, they care how that shit flows to you. They care that you gonna be glued to your seat and don't want to move.
Yeah.
They care that you actually want to sit there and listen to their music. Not like I said, not saying that the music that's made right now it is fire, but it's more so made for the moment, the hit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I say, which is cool because that that works. But you got to remember the hip hop heads. You got to remember the cats like me. The average drive I take 45-50 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to listen to. I want to be able to lock in. You feel what I'm saying? And vibe, bro.
Man, I like that, and I feel like with rap, a lot of times, even people push me in a direction. It's like people want you to make a song that sound like the song you should make, or make a song that feel like that song that's going to do something. And when you make songs like that, we can tell, right? And it's like it don't give us you or your authentic perspective of what you can tell me that nobody else in the world could tell me. Like everybody don't like to drive around and joyride. That's what I like to do. So I know that's gonna resonate with somebody because that's literally what I like to do.
Right.
So these songs wasn't made to like make a song that sound like the next big song, a good song. It's just like songs that I feel and what I'm connected to, and what I'm going through, or what I'm doing, and what's on my mind. It's like So I'm on this project. I didn't pander to nobody. I ain't pander to nobody. That's what I would say.
So you're saying this project was more so personal and just about connecting with those that relate?
Yep. People that feel like I do, which a lot of people do feel like that, obviously. And it's like,
hell yeah.
And it's like, if you make a song and if you make a song that's intentionally trying to sell, we could kind of feel that from you. Or you make whatever you do that just for the sake of trying to sell something, we can kind of, we know that's to sell. And if Nipsey says something, he said, I like what Nipsey said. He says, we love artists and people who can offer us a unique perspective.
Correct.
We don't play people who just sound like they're saying something that sounds like what they think they should say. We want to hear what you really feel, and that's what I was on.
I'm glad you said that because, like, even though you so New Orleans, it's still not that, murderous. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that over the top, for lack of a better term, dog, gangsterism. You know what I'm saying? Like you spitting different types of isms. Like you got some gangster shit thrown off in there if you listening. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's a mature level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's teaching. Like you rapping about, what you're doing, but you also pointed out first and foremost, I'm the breadwinner. And it's not the position that I asked for. This is just what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like you throwing those jewels in there, and like I said, I hate to keep referencing to other artists and stuff like that, but
it's all good.
That's where the I'm only speaking on the greats, you know what I'm saying? And that's where that longevity come in at, when you can really connect. Like when an artist could, when a consumer could really connect to an artist and ride with it. Like I said, my brother introduced me to Duffy and Pop Beans, and I've been following it ever since, even before I got off into what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I first started doing it, I put you on my list. Like it was a list of certain artists that I wanted to work with. You know what I'm saying? I put you on that list, on the strength of Big Bean, because he pointed it out early, like, dude, hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he listened to everything. That's one thing I give Big Beans credit for. Beans know about. If he 10 years old rapping, Big Beans know about it. Like that's why I get a lot of information and stuff like that, especially newcomers and stuff like that. I used to, like, when I first learned about Jay-Z, I was a kid. It was the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So I've been listening to Jay-Z since Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was considered weird. You know what I'm saying? Some of my partners, like, you know, we was on Cash Money, like Hot Boy, like, you know, we was dancing at that age, but I'm still listening to, you know what I'm saying, this type of stuff. It threw people off. Like, man, what the fuck you talking about? Like, you know, this don't even make sense to a 9-year-old, 10-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that pulled me way to a point where, like, I consume music. I don't listen to it.
Yeah.
Like, that makes sense. Like, I listen to music as if I'm going into a book to educate myself or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Who is that on that sample on Jex? I got an idea of it, but who is that in the sample on Jex?
Oh, you know, that's Juve, man. That's Juve, man. Juve, man. I wanted to do that, man. I remember the dude Paco out there. Know you used to go to the barbershop I went to, and me and him would chop it up all the time. So, and I told him, I was like, I'm gonna take that sample and make it a song, you know. But that was a long time ago, and you know, I just did it. But
you told it to Paco, or you told it to Juve?
I told the nigga to do Paco. I didn't know you. I saw him at the barbershop, and I told him I'm gonna do that. Yeah, he was cool. He was cool though. He cool.
You had two features, and they both was dually, right?
Yeah, I got samples throughout it. I got, if you listen to For All Y'all, we got that's a Fiend sample in the
that womp. That was a hell of a start to it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. How hard was it to get those cleared?
Man, I didn't get them cleared, but I you know, obviously I know them all to a degree. Yeah. You know, I know Fiend. I know you, but not to the level I know Fiend. But
hey, bro, listen, that dude, I met him at Mac 25th.
Yeah.
Mac 25th anniversary at the House of Blues, right?
Yeah.
I hit him up right after that. I'm talking about like as soon as my message was finished going through, boom, he hit me right back.
Yeah.
He's you know solid. What I'm saying? I'm like, dude, I know you're a busy man, whatever. He like, nah, man, run it, shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wanted to know what it was I wanted to discuss or whatever. So once we go to running, man, dude gave me so many jewels, but I'm talking about with no problem, wasn't tripping, man. If you need anything else, holler at me. Boom, and he was gone.
Yep.
Messed my head up, bro. And you'll get around cats who, you know what I'm saying, haven't broken yet, and they act funny with you, and they, you know what I'm saying, they super Hollywood, and you just the most humble cats I done met so far, bro. Been the biggest ones I done met.
I remember I met Daniel Hollis. They said, man, most rappers don't act like you. He said, I was like, I guess, man, I love music. I love rap. I rap, but I guess I don't view myself as a rapper like that, like as if that's the whole me. You know what I'm saying? That's one. Right. That's one aspect of something I do.
Paco Troxclair is just a, you know, that's the artistry.
Exactly. And I love music. You know, that's something I love. So I'm not downplaying that at all. I love it, but I don't identify myself all day as a rapper. Like, I don't wake up and I don't know. Got people who kind of.
You doing a release party or you know, birthday celebration or anything where the people come tap in with? I know you're a super private dude.
I am private, man. That's true. I am private. Nah, I ain't doing nothing, man. Everybody asks me that question. I got a lot of phone calls, so I'm talking the phone a lot, probably. But now I don't got no I don't have no plans. I'm gonna shoot some content today.
Okay.
I also been working on learning how to shoot clips. Like everything you see that I'm gonna be putting out and stuff I've done myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Like, learn how to edit it, shoot, you know. So I'm doing that today. I'm gonna pick up the camera. I'm gonna be shooting, working on new content, and preparing what I'm gonna have coming in the next couple of days. Yeah. And you know, I noticed
you coordinate everything around working.
Yeah, I'm a grinder. I work. Man, I work every waking hour, man, and I'm not ashamed of it no more, man. I think I wake up, I work out. You know what I'm saying? I work out every day. I work. I try to learn, man. I shoot. I make music. I learn how to be a better salesperson. I learn how to sell.
Stay active.
You know, I just work out all the time. I work all day. You know, so I'm just.
I know you haven't turned down a meeting, an interview, a phone call, a text, nothing yet. Like you ain't You ain't missed it. And I see you get that, you have that training. You feel what I'm saying? I can see you been around real professional people. I don't know if that come from your pops. I don't know if that come from, mine, whoever. But I could see you stay locked in, even in moments where we just on downtime. You locked in. You on where everybody at. You making sure everybody comfortable. I remember that from Hudax. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stayed on top of, because I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching you and I'm seeing, man, this nigga scanning the whole room, and we here for you. Like, I really want you to relax more, but I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand what you own and what you're trying to accomplish, bro. And I salute you. And that's why I always want to be around to help promote, whatever it is I can do. You know what I'm saying? I want to be there to do that because I see it in you, fam. And that's that's what we got to do. We got to push each other. Like, it ain't about how big I am or how big you are or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, the biggest I done met thus far, though, like your Fiends, your Max, Serve-Ons, your boy, he kind of real serious, but he a businessman and he do great business. Cali Oval, you feel what I'm saying? Him and Menace, they ran a great show, though. Like real talk, like that was my first experience with working with some promoters. Like, I ain't gonna really say I was working with them, working around them, seeing what they were doing, because all he did was allow me to come in and do my media thing. So I can't say I really worked with him, but just seeing them work their event and you know what I'm saying, how locked in and focused and coordinated and together they was, that was fire to see and to learn from. You know what I'm saying? I could see you who you pulled closer to, you know what I'm saying, because you was afforded to be around KL and, you know what I'm saying, all these guys who just, like I say, they legends, you know what I'm saying? And that type of work don't come from nothing but hard work and flat out talent, for sure, but it really come from grinding, you know what I'm saying? So who was more influential, you know what I'm saying?
Like, for his music, or like
just the professionalism and the work ethic that you have, you know what I'm saying, with this music thing, you know?
Yeah. I don't know where I started. I guess I begin with Big Fest was before Pac, right?
Okay. It made before Pac, man. Hey, Dying Wine, he was another one. He embraced me. He didn't have the time to do any work or nothing like that, but he embraced me, gave me some good game and stuff like that. And gave me nothing but well wishes and told me his door is open anytime. Yeah. But go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, they definitely probably played a role, but I think, this was what I love to do. So when I got the chance to make music, it was like putting me in my playground, and I just love to do it. So I never went in there and took it to play with. I took it like an opportunity, and I'm like, if I get an opportunity to do something I want to do, I ain't gonna play with that at all, because I remember times when I couldn't, record when I wanted to. I remember times when I didn't have a level of access I got. So when I got access, it was just like I was just appreciative of it. So I guess I'm still like that to this day. But man, it just probably when I was younger, man, I was talking to my cousin Cool, man. I remember I was telling him when I was small, man, me and my cousin Tish. I never told this story about it, but except to him, me and my cousin Tish ended up doing the Cali named Bowley. I remember he couldn't have been no more than like 13. Well, he might have been 14 at the time. But I remember me, her, and him was playing cards in a project, and he had a gun on him. And I remember thinking to myself, of watching him. I'm not. He got a gun. He kind of playing, but we cool. He not he gonna do nothing. But I just always thought to myself, I'm gonna be around. I never done stuff I always wanted to be more comfortable and more successful and more at peace. So he was killed that same night.
Damn.
That same night. I just never wanted to do nothing to hurt myself from having a chance to have a fire life, man. I don't know. If I got an opportunity, I'm trying to get away from this shit, from the destructive shit I could be caught up in.
So you saying even at that time, like you wasn't even thinking about rap, you were just thinking about living a full life.
Yeah, exactly. Because I guess I don't even view rap as like, I view success in anything you get. That's everything ties into everything. It could be music success, business success, anything at all, it's all about your whole life to me. So if I ever got the opportunity to do what to do, I'm trying to get away from the times in which I did not have a comfortable life, which was more time. I spend more time uncomfortable than comfortable in my life, right? So
correct.
So who wanna do anything to hinder something from going well?
Right.
I ain't trying to live out there, so I never played with any opportunity.
All right.
Yeah.
If somebody's supposed to get something, say that again.
I've been broke a lot longer than I've been okay.
Real talk. So you trying to get past okay to where worst case scenario can end up being okay. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I feel that. I dig that.
I'm gonna push it as far as I possibly can to put as much room in between where we come from as possible. Put as much room in between to not ever touch that place again if I can, with everything I got. So whatever it is, I'm just trying to put as much space in between where we started from as possible, so I don't ever have to live in a place where everything's just destructive. I feel like I can't be safe or uncomfortable, or we got money problems, So I wouldn't do nothing to myself in them positions if I can avoid it. And I took that to the studio.
Full circle. Prevail, the title track and final track on the, in the track list. Prevail is the title. This is an EP, an album.
I got asked that question too. I'm gonna call it an album, man. It's an album. I put in. I respected it, so I'm gonna call it an album.
Title had it under the albums category. Prevail, man. I mean, obviously it's the title track, so we know what the angle is in it, but describe that recording session.
I heard that beat. Spurb cut that Spurb music, cut the beat on. I had Young Greatness used to always say "Black Boy" on a lot of songs when I used to work with Greatness. And
rest in peace.
I went listening to a bunch of Young Greatness songs on the spot when I heard that beat. And that's him that said, "I never thought Black Boy would make it. I never thought Black Boy would take it. Black Boy survived all the hate." So I went took his voice. I told Spurb, loop it and put it in the song. We gonna use that as the hook. We gonna, and
he used to, by the way.
Pain, and he made a lot of music about what he went through. I knew he had that one. I thought that would work well, but I listened to it. I guess this one, and it was about him, man. He actually was somebody who obsessed with making his dreams come true.
Right.
He was obsessed with it. He would go to the extremes to see his dream come true. So, I thought that would fit. If I used his sample and rap more so my experience of just not to fucked up again.
So that was basically a tribute to Young Greatness.
It was inspired by him. I knew he made a lot of pain music. I wasn't doing a lot of pain music when I was younger, but it was inspired by him, and I just tied it into like me just doing everything in my power to never be fucked up again.
Right.
Yeah, and that's just what it was. And I think about that. That's probably my driving force behind a lot of the project. Like this project is just not ever going through the hardship.
KL, man, got KL in the live. Salute to look at my boy. What's happening with you, Jamaican? That's the life coach, man. I want to introduce you to him too, Paco, bro.
Okay.
Fable, man. Cat out there in Houston. He from Jamaica though, bro. Real strong-minded cat, bro. I learned a lot from him, dog. Money Team, Village Kids, Tammy Sneed. What's up, Miss Tammy? Just shouting out a couple of people, bro. I don't be on here enough, dog. I don't really be paying attention to the comments, all kind of crazy stuff, dog. But I'm gonna get it back together. The grind will take you, bro, different places. Like you got several things going on at one time, man. You'll end up going through all kind of loops, and I was trying to teach that to some of the artists I'm working with. Like, don't let business A interrupt business B or interfere with studio and, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third. Because when you got multiple things going on, everything ain't gonna be working right at one time.
Yeah.
It don't always go like that. You feel what I'm saying? So you can shoot yourself in the other foot because this one hurt. Like, you know, that's it take a lot to be an entrepreneur, dog. And it take a lot of understanding, you know what I'm saying, dealing with losses and gains all at the same time. It can get a little tricky, it can get a little crazy. And if you ain't mentally, you know what I'm saying, sound, you know, everything will go left for you fast. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Overall message that you would like people to receive from this project. I ain't gonna hold you too much longer, bro. Let you go, dog. The
overall message of PREVAIL is, man, no matter what we going through, we're gonna hold our head high. I think we can't afford to have sympathy for ourselves. We can't go through stuff, and we may have a moment, but we got to hold our head high and do everything that come our way. Life by nature gonna be challenging. And I just what you accept it, kind of begin to embrace it. So, without any tests or trials, man, his life would be whack, man. It wouldn't even be a fun experience. So we just begin to embrace it, man. That's all it is. That's what I mean by PREVAIL.
Hey, man, I wish you nothing but success. I know you're gonna prevail and continue to do so, dog. Anytime we can have you here on the platform, bro, anything we could do for you, you already know what it is, bro. I'm gonna be sharing them joints all day. You can check my story out, bro. I'm gonna be sharing them joints, throwing them up there, bro. Like I said, bro, I listened to it at least 4 times straight before we even got a chance to get on here, bro. I'm about to go roll me up something, probably listen to a few more, dog, while I clean up around the spot. But again, bro, happy birthday to you, fam. Salute to you. Y'all go check out that PREVAIL, bro. It's on all all DSPs right now, bro. Paco, one of them cats, bro. He really represents the city of New Orleans. Oh, the video out, man. What's that? That's Lord Help Us.
That's for all y'all. That's just
for all y'all. My bad. Yeah, that's the opening track for all y'all. Y'all go check that out too. That's on all streaming platforms. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, man, Paco, he really represents for the NO. He really hold it down in a regal fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like he bringing those gritty lyrics, but he packages it in a real clean way. The production is different. You know what I'm saying? But he always finds a way to pay homage to the NO and to our greats, and the samples on that thing is crazy, bro. Like, you know, I as a fan of Paco, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It was unexpected. I guess I just ain't been tuning in enough. You know what I'm saying? But again, bro, you dropped another one, dog. I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, King, and much success, dog.
Thank you again, fam. Thank you again. We're gonna be in touch, Mills. You already know it. I appreciate you having me too.
It's all good, fam. Ladies and gentlemen, Paco Troxclair, man. Y'all go check out that PREVAIL, man. Y'all go stream that everywhere. Go get that right now. All right, Paco.
All right, later, man.
That's our show, man. Million Views Podcast. I'm Wilson Mills, the host. Tapping with y'all later on this weekend, man. I got an interview with Miss Muhammad. Miss Muhammad do them numbers. You know what I'm saying? We'll lock in on that, bro. Y'all stay tuned, dog. Million Views Podcast.
In one knee, we out here. Millionville, perfecting life vision. I got a million views. Different views, I'm perfecting life vision. All 10 toes got me traveling off the pivot. Taking shots in the full to the roof of the building. Abiding by the rule, the temp high, my metal skillet. I'ma make it. Veins too real, don't do no faking. Born too many skills to not be building. Skyscrapers from the hood, too many kills can get your years, the strikes major. Mind gravitating the mills, I'm bag chasing. Barbecue family meals that's congregating. Barbershop back on business, the way to make it. Practice more love than violence, the rule of nation. Big bang, put your kids on wealth engraving. Sky's the limit, we taking spaceships. Everything they